JT Love Industries presents Jazz Hands, sponsored by Coolad, our proud mascots. Good afternoon and welcome to Jazz Hands podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Tyler Love, and this is episode 3. For our guest this afternoon, I'll be interviewing one of Fly Cheese's more, current students that I've only known for over a few months now, Mr. Adrian Madden. Good afternoon, Adrian. How are you today?
I'm all right. You?
Not too bad. Yeah, welcome to Jazz Hands. Basically, as part of the podcast, before we get to all the good stuff, I don't suppose you could introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hi guys. My name is Adrian Madden. I'm a student. I'm an animation student at Fly Cheese Studio at SolidWorks.
That's great to hear, Adrian. So as part of episode 3, I'd like to go through a couple of questions. So how are you liking it here at Fly Cheese?
Oh yeah, it's great. I get to see new people, work on projects, and learning animation principles and learning how to be an animator.
Awesome. This will be a total of 8 questions plus a question about your personal life, if you don't mind. If you don't want to go through your personal life, that's totally understandable. But yeah, okay. So, what projects have you been doing at Fly Cheese so far?
Well, when I first came here, I worked at the Sonic Hedgehog one that you might have known. And then with that, I did a bunch of stuff that I can't, let's say, we did a lot of editing, like footage and making it into some sort of cohesive story and putting some music in. And then I'm also currently leading a project called a fantasy project that I'm leading. And it's about about an evil witch wreaking havoc on the forest, and it's up to the wizards to stop her. And yeah, that's the story of my project.
Awesome. So how are you finding your Friday afternoons? Do you like coming and settling in before you start your session? Do you get to have your conversations with who you work with? I know Jason's working on his Lion Guard thing project. I don't know if it's to do with that Ryan Hedgehog thing. What he's been planning. I think Jason. I think I don't know whether Jason told you whether because I'm voicing one of his characters. I don't suppose he told you.
Oh yeah, he told me that you were voicing a character, but I can't remember which character you're voicing.
Yeah, I'm voicing the principal. I think for a future episode. But yeah, what kind of projects are you wanting to do in the future?
I don't know. I'm up for any project that I get to work in, like any project really.
Okay. How are you finding your time with Holly? Do you enjoy working with her as a teaching assistant?
Oh yeah, she's very nice, very nice woman.
Great. And how have you found your former Tuesday projects? With me, Josh, Avi, and sometimes Zach when Tommy's not around. Did you like those classes? Did you enjoy those sessions?
Yeah, I really loved it. I mean, you were very helpful, like pointing me in the directions, and also with Tommy, like he opened my eyes to drawing and he told me just to do it and just be creative, and it really opened my drawing skills, and I feel like I improved my drawing skills with those classes, so thanks.
That's great to hear. I'm honored to show a new student anything. I'm open to anything. I'm open to other people's imaginations, and yeah. Just before we move on to your personal one, so what are your favorite what are your favorite things to do on your spare time, while you're at Fly Cheese? Do you have any things you like to do over your break? Do you play any games at the studio on your break? Do you tend to do any drawings that you wish to draw in your spare time, while you're at the studio on your breaks?
Well, I wish I can say I do those things, but it's always like an afterthought. But usually I just watch YouTube videos on my phone.
That's what I do sometimes. I do mainly draw, but sometimes I'm just, just fixing off a couple of little finishing touches. But yeah, I'm working on my second comic now, which is Little Red Kitty Hood, as I've told nearly everyone. Basically, it's just a remake of a classic cartoon that I'm, well, as you may know, that J Love Industries is making their own remakes of proper classic cartoons. But at the minute, I think Lanny versus Dynamite has been put on hiatus for a few months, only because I'm starting train filming again in September for one more week before we conclude it, and then on Wednesdays, it's pretty straightforward. We're starting to start animating now, so hopefully we'll have a trailer for Goldie Chicken for our student showcase. Are you looking forward to that by any chance?
Oh, I never heard about it.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. I went to last year's one. We went through all of the past projects that they've been showing. It's really good that that other students have different kinds of imaginations and that. So I recommend. I recommend, because it's like looking in a mirror, but going back on your past projects and seeing how well you've progressed, because it's all in progress. You know what I mean? So okay, question 3. What have your plans been over the summer? What have you been doing? What have you been doing with your summer?
That's a good question. Well, I've just been mainly chilling and I'm also working as a gardener, and also I just had just a few weeks ago I just went to Nutley Edge.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram post. Sounds like you were having fun doing your bowling. I wish I went to something like that, because I wish I went camping. I've always wanted to go camping, but I tell you what, I never got to do when I was younger because of my autism, and I never got to be a scout. And when I was younger, I never went to any camp. The only thing come close to camping would be Holiday Club. That's the only thing I did because of my autism at Bent Green. So we went to there from Y8 till Y10. From Y11, I stopped going. So that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, do you want to tell us a bit more about your job? What's this gardening job, and where is it based at?
Well, the job, so it's from Grow Gardeners. So they are a non-profit organization that helps people like me who are autistic to get out there outdoors and get a job, and also get paid and be social and learn new stuff and be friends with your colleague, and do gardening for different clients around Netheredge or outside of Netheredge, but mainly Netheredge areas in Sheffield.
Cool. I'm guessing you caught 56 there, usually.
Yeah, usually. So every morning I get the 56 bus. So before the 56 bus, I take the 24 bus, and then I go down to the interchange at A2 stop, and then the 56 comes, and then it takes me to Netheredge, and then I start working from there.
Cool. What plants have you been growing there? Have you been growing like flowers, fruits, vegetables, plants?
Well, I can't name any plants, but we have been planting plants and doing general maintenance and watering, planting, and mostly weeding and taking out the weeds and I think yesterday I did cut a lot of deadheading, since it's almost coming to autumn, so many of the flowers are not as blooming as it was at summer.
Cool. Do you have any plans for the upcoming months? Do you know whether you'll be starting Fly Cheese full time? Have you left college? Have you left college for good? Do you have any plans for your upcoming year?
Well, I've left college since the 11th of June, so that was like 2 months ago. That's long. And I'm still going with fried cheese, still doing fried cheese on a Friday, but I'm not sure if I can do Tuesdays or something.
That's okay. I totally understand. I think I've changed my days now. I only go on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think Fridays I'm using my time to just do filming, but I think I'm gonna try and join some like activity groups myself. I don't know which ones yet. I've had all summer to have a look, but we don't know what activities I'll be doing. But I do know that I'll be starting my acting classes for during term time. So
Awesome.
hopefully I'll be joining some plays. But I think for the first few months it might just be that we'll just work on our acting skills just due to the lockdown. I think just a step at a time, really. And I do have some upcoming YouTube videos. I'm doing another art tutorial this afternoon after I've done interviewing you, and then this weekend we were supposed to have art night, but because we've cancelled it this weekend, it's going to be for next week. I think we're going to try and think I'm going to try and just do another YouTube tutorial and then get some more voiceovers done. But that'll be my last voiceover I do for a couple of months because I'm not meant. Originally, I was supposed to do a singing evening, but because we're having to change our Christmas thing now that lockdown's suddenly come to an end, we don't know whether I'll be doing like a sing off. I think I might do that next year. But yeah, what hobbies do you like to do at home? Do you have any hobbies that you like to do at home with your family? Do you tend to spend time with your foster carers? Do you tend to go outside? Do you have any do you have any activities while you're at home and that?
Well, well, I usually like at home just chill upstairs, like watching Netflix and watching any series that I come across that I enjoy. I'm currently watching Teen Wolf from Netflix. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, is that animated or live?
Oh, live action is a live action fantasy drama.
Yeah, I've not been watching Netflix that much. The only movie I've been watching was the new Vivo movie. It's really good. I recommend it. It's about this kinkajou monkey, which isn't really a monkey. I think he's actually because I thought kinkajous were actually monkeys, but I think they called it the honey bear. So that's what I've been watching on Netflix, and I've been watching that Wish Dragon movie again. And then, yeah, I think my summer's just pretty, been straightforward. We did go to the beach a couple of weeks ago on 15th, which we really enjoyed Scarborough. I don't suppose you saw the photos on Instagram.
Yeah, seen it.
I think, yeah, I really like it there because I managed to go on the boat, which is my favorite thing which is my favorite thing in the world when I'm on the beach. Arcades, I'm only bothered about winning one of those things. I actually did win a Dumbo doll for my younger niece. She's she's two already. My oldest one, I'm gonna try and look for something else to give them because But yeah, I'm guessing. I'm guessing you. I'm guessing you have a great future ahead. I'm guessing you like to take things a day at a time, don't you?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, I'm. Well, thing is, I like to plan things only because so I can get everything done. But I tend not to stick them. But that's one secret I've leaked out on YouTube. But I keep them. I know I don't keep my promises. I actually break promises. But this is why I can't promise anything because I'm no good at keeping promises. But yeah, do you sometimes work with Jason on his project, or you just taking it in turns, or working on the group project?
Well, I currently work on the projects that the project I'm leading. That's the one I'm mainly focused on. and I did voice like as Sazu like in his project. So I voiced Sazu.
I'm guessing you didn't. I'm guessing you didn't. I'm guessing you didn't give a British. I'm guessing you just use your normal voice. I'm guessing you didn't really sound like just like him in the movie, did you?
No, like I think I was like pretty decent alright. I was like,
can you give me a Zazu voice?
yeah, you have to give me a minute. So I just can't remember. Like, let me just say, like, Nala, Simba.
I spot on that. Well done.
Good morning, sire.
Oh, that's really good. Wow. I'm guessing Rowan Atkinson would be so proud if you well, that's if you got the chance to meet him. But yeah, I wish I well, thing is, I've always been like an autograph hound. Not really an autograph hound, not like autograph hound stalking, autograph hound as in fanatic about voice actors and celebrities. Do you have any favorite celebrities or voice actors you like you like hearing and seeing?
Well, I never really thought about it, but ever since I'm not sure really. Like they do a superb of voicing like characters. I can't name one of them at the moment. Well, I would say I'll name let's say Tara Strong voicing Ben from Ben 10.
Oh yes, well Yuri Lowenthal voices him in the Ultimate Alien and Alien Force in the later series. And do you have any celebrities you might know? You know, celebrities, that appear in live. Do you have any favorite celebs that you like?
Well, I would say Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. They're
Oh
them
yeah,
two. They're fun,
yeah.
and like I can name those two. And his new movie, Jungle Cruise. Have you seen it?
I've seen the trailer. My sister went to see it. She really liked it. I've not seen it myself though. I'm gonna wait until it comes on Disney Plus. And the same thing. I don't always see all the live Disney movies. If it's something I really want to see, then I'd see it. But I'm more of an animation guy, if you know what I mean. Because
Yeah.
when it comes to like Enchanto, I'm really, really wanting to see. Luca was really great. I really like Luca. And yeah, Ryan the Last Dragon, if you haven't seen it, it's really good. I do
Uh,
recommend that.
I really wanted to see that, like in the cinema, but it was like too late.
Well, it's on Disney Plus if you've got a chance. I know. Do you have Disney Plus at home?
Yeah, I got Disney Plus.
Well, whenever you get a chance in your spare time or in the Christmas holidays, yeah, give it a watch if you've got time, buddy. But yeah, I mean, Mom really wants to see that new Legally Blonde movie, which comes out next year. So my mom and sister are going to see that themselves, and then I want to see the new Spider-Man movie that comes out next year that Sony's
Oh,
doing.
yeah. Oh, you mean
Spider-Verse.
oh, you've seen the trailer?
Not the trailer, but I've seen like but the movie they've just announced it via the news. They're going to do a sequel,
Oh, yeah.
which will involve Haley Steinfeld as Gwen Stacy, and Shamik Moore from the first movie as Miles Morales. Despite the fact that he and Tom Holland have never met, or I don't know if they've worked with each other, but I don't know if they do know each other. But yeah, I'll tell you what they have been comparing though. They've compared like Haley Steinfeld and Zendaya for some reason. I don't know where they got the
Why?
rumor. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. I think it's because of the same age, and either one's worked with Tom Holland, the other one's worked with Shamik Moore. So, but I think this was because a lot of people didn't like the third Picture Perfect movie. They like the first two movies. So that's kind of possibly it. But yeah, okay. So what are your dreams? What are your dreams in the next couple of years? Do you have any thoughts?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So my dream is to become an animator, become a professional animator, and also create like animated series, like maybe for Netflix that everybody knows and everybody can enjoy and be inspired to create their own series, like series that I've watched so many times that inspired me to get on to do animation. I want to create series that people will love and inspire them to become animators and give them something to love and to rewatch for the rest of their lives.
That is awesome, that. I'd never thought of that before. You know, you have a great mind and you have a great imagination, Adrian. I like that. Yeah, I really like your thinking. But yeah, I'll tell you what dream I've been wanting to do, which I haven't quite told any of the other students at Fly Cheese or staff. But my dream is to become a comic book artist, which is my main dream. But my main dream, aside from getting Cool to be my mascot, is to make actual remakes of Looney Tunes cartoons, but with my own characters. So, like making remakes of Little Greg Kitty Hood. So, like the cat will be like my version of Tweety, only that he's not yellow and that he's not a bird. I'm thinking of doing like a dog version of Sylvester, a turkey version of Foghorn Leghorn, and maybe cat versions of Hubie and Bertie, or maybe a mixture of Chip and Dale and the Goofy Gophers from the Looney Tunes series. So basically, but Cool Pooch will be my first, character that Cool Lad appears with, because basically Cool Pooch will be like my version of Pluto and the Barnyard Dog, like a mixture. But he'll have Pluto's characteristics, but Barnyard Dog's kind of design. So basically, Cool Pooch will be like, let's just say a Jack Russell crossbreed with a Staffy. So crossbreed. So, do you know any crossbreeds yourself?
Oh no, there's so many that I wouldn't know.
So, what are your favourite places to go? Do you have any favourite places that you've been while in lockdown? Do you go to? Do you have any places that you haven't been that you'd like to go?
Well, I don't generally go out as much. Like I mainly just stay inside. I would say H&V, CXC, or the cinema is the only places that I like look forward to going. Other than the woods to go for a walk, just to be outside or to think.
Yeah, I go to Concord now, which is down the road from where I live because I live in Shire Green. Because it's only down the road from where I live. So whenever I'm not at the gym or whenever I'm not sleeping, well, not sleeping, whenever I'm not, whenever I'm not at Nottingham or Worksop or Derby or Leeds or wherever you can think of. I do a lot of travelling because that's where I get all my bus and train videos. But I'm thinking next year I'm going to go to Nottingham. Next year I'm going to take my mate to Huddersfield for his 25th birthday because he's old. He's a few months older than me. And then I really want to go to Flamingo Land. Flamingo Land.
I've been there.
How have you found it? Did you like all the animals?
It was good, and they have rides as well, so it was good.
Yeah, have you been to Yorkshire Wildlife Park yet?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, well, it's changed now because it used to be a small parking space, but now, for over about nearly a decade, that they've changed the Yorkshire Wildlife Park. They now have hand sanitizers. They have 3 different spots to where the Yorkshire Wildlife Park is. But the only thing that they don't have, which I wish they would, I wish they had a Jeep so that it could drive, everyone around. Like the tour buses at Scarborough. I really wish they had that, but yeah. I tell you what, I can't. I tell you which parks I wouldn't go back though. I wouldn't go back to Drayton Manor because they've changed some of the rides since I last went there. So, and I'd be a bit too big for some of the other rides that I used to like. And Alton Towers, I would never go back there again. It's a good place, but on the way to Drayton Manor, when you're coming in and coming out, it's just a motorway. I just feel sometimes a bit queasy, but Yeah, that's why. But the log flume and the rides. Don't get me wrong, the rides are great. I don't mind going to Drayton Manor. It's just I'd love to go back to Drayton Manor again if I was shorter. But Alton Towers, the rides aren't bad. It's just some of the roller coasters and the motorway. I just feel a little uncomfortable. But yeah, but have you ever dreamed of going to Chessington and Legoland? Have you been to those places before?
No, but I would say that I would like to go to Disneyland and Disney World,
Oh, in Florida or in Paris?
the Florida one, the original.
Ah, yes. Disneyland or Disney World?
Uh, World. Hello, uh, Jordan.
Yeah,
Oh, you're still there?
yeah, I'm still. So Disney World, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, okay, so down to our last question before we wrap this up. Do you have any upcoming movies that you want to see this year? I know Enchanto comes out. I know Hotel Transylvania comes out in October. Really good. It's intended to be the last movie in the franchise.
Yeah,
And
let's
then
say
I want to see that
that.
Ron's Gone Wrong movie, which is about this boy and his robot.
Oh yeah, I seen that trailer. I just thought to myself, it was very fun. I thought to myself, I have to see this film to see what it is.
Yeah, it's got the guy that voices Alberto from Luca. He voices the boy. While Zach Galifianakis, who you may know from G-Force and The Missing Link and Humpty Alexander Dumpty, he's going to voice the robot, which will be his first Disney movie via 20th Century Studios, that is. And then, what's that other movie I want to see? Sing 2, that comes out next January. That'll be my first movie of the new year, which will have new animals, new singers, well, new celebrity singers, and a couple of British stars are in it because, like, you ever heard of Eddie the Eagle?
What?
Eddie the Eagle.
No, I don't think I've seen the first Sing film, so I couldn't know the characters.
Well, Eddie the Eagle has Taron Egerton, who voices Johnny. But yeah, but Enchanto looks really good. It's got the directors from Zootropolis in it, so you might want to recommend that to Jason if he still likes his animals, because there's a lot of
I think
animals.
I think he would.
Yeah, because there's a lot of animals in Enchanto, but the only thing that Enchanto has that Zootropolis has that Enchanto doesn't have is talking animals. So, but I know Jason likes his animals talking because that's his trademark, as is mine, really. So that's one thing we do have in common. So, do you have anything that we have in common, Adrian?
I would say, do you like anime?
No, but I do like Beastars and Beyblade and Medabots. They're the only three that I like.
Okay, let's see. Not sure.
I think I'll tell you what we do have in common. We're both Jamaican, obviously. We're both
Yeah.
British Jamaican.
Yeah, that's true.
And I heard a wee bird told me that you like your ciders.
Shadows.
You like your Copperberg ciders.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing we
Yeah.
have in common because that's what I like when I go for a mucky cider. Just kidding. But yeah, I like the carvery. And what books do you like? Do you have any books that you've read over the years?
I'm not much of a reader. I'm trying to be. I like to read books, but I just don't like have the time or like my mind, like I'd have the like mindset to sit down and read. Like my mind always goes off to Netflix or the phone. So every time I have a book, I just feel like I can't, it's not like I can't read it, it's just like I can, but it just feels like, do I want to spend a good chunk of my time like reading it? you know?
Yeah, I do a lot of reading though. I really do a lot of reading. I do a lot of reading. I haven't done much reading this year, but I have been reading just from January to April, but I just haven't been reading as much this year. I just think, Jordan, really think you should read. Jordan, you need to have some time off the computers. Jordan, you need to have some time off of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter or whatever you have. But no, I do like my social media. I think, and I know most people like to keep theirs private, but there has been a bit of few inappropriate people lately, but we won't discuss that now. But yeah, I think at the minute I like to keep everything child friendly, but I am thinking of, well, for my future comics, which I'm not going to do at Fly Cheese, obviously, because they have a rule of age appropriate. So, but I am thinking of doing some at home. Like, I'm thinking of doing my first adult oriented comic. This is something I should never reveal to staff, but because you're a student, we'll get away with it. I think Skunks will be my first adult adult oriented comic, which will have a superhero it's where the villains mostly win and the superheroes like get defeated or defeated of their powers. So let's just say that the superheroes are the villains and the villains are the superheroes. So it's like role reversal. Have you ever heard of role reversal?
Yeah.
So what kind of role reversal have you seen?
Like role reversal. Let's see. Think. Role reversal. I'm not sure.
That's okay. Well, my role reversal is it's where you pretend to be something you're not. So
I've seen that.
Yes. Yeah, because I pretend to be something I'm not, because I did it a lot when I was in my teens, more than when I was younger. I pretended I was a monkey. I was pretending I was a dog. I was pretending I was a kitty cat. I was pretending I was a donkey. I was pretending like all the animals. Okay, would you like to hear a couple of my impressions?
Yep.
That's a donkey sneezing, okay. Okay, one more, because my throat's going to hurt me. Pardon me for that. Okay. Sorry about that, Adrian. I'll have to edit that part out, but yeah, I think today I'm going to try and reduce my voice because I've just been resting it for a couple of months now. So, but yeah, it's been great having you.
Thank you for having me.
And on behalf of Cool Lad, he wishes you all the best in your dreams of animation, as would I. And enjoy your time with Darcy, won't you? And with Jason and Holly. It's been great having you on. It's been great having you on the show, Adrian. I truly hope that you accomplish some of these dreams one day. I'm really proud.
Thank you.
Yeah, but anyway, it's been great having you today, and good luck with what you do. And you take care, won't you?
You too. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.